Welcome to episode 265 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have my fellow Pokemon master, Chris Montalbano.
Never did I think I was going to lose my hands to catch Pokemon, but here I am.
We got the Ray Trace Durag, Madrid Devon.
We in the building.
And we got the most degenerate Squid in the Sea, Jalen Roberts.
I got a new book to put a fairy to fight God.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Pokemon Go's Community Day that almost killed us today. We're going to be talking about the Microsoft Developer _Direct. We're going to have a little brief stint into talking about Chiaki for deck, as well as Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. So stay tuned. So I totally see TikToks. It's not that I'm just completely divorced from like the concept of what a TikTok is and like consuming TikToks, but I consume TikToks via Instagram and Twitter and like Discord and people.
So
but I don't have.
You're getting that stepped on. What you need is that pure uncut.
Oh, you don't?
No,
you
I
don't
don't.
need it.
I
What it's
really
gonna do? That shit. Honestly, that's why I don't get on there. It's too much.
Yeah, that's the
And
thing.
it
It's
logged
like
me out and I
it
can't get
seems
back
like
in.
one of those curses of like I just never got affected, and so I'm completely fine having the multiple TikTok accounts that I have because it's like, oh, log in through Apple, oh, log in through Google, oh, apparently
Did
these are two different
they
accounts.
show you what you were interested in like immediately?
No.
Does it automatically know what you're interested in?
Yeah,
That's
for the
not
most part, they can look at who.
It showed me people that I
in your
followed
network?
on Instagram, I want to say. There were like
kinda
some
build a
people I followed
profile.
on Instagram who did TikToks that those
Well,
are
yeah,
the
because a
people
lot
I
of them migrated over to Instagram for technically the more consistent pay if you're not the most poorly dancing
I
white
mean,
woman.
it's still all of these Instagram reels are still have TikTok banners.
Well,
floating
yeah, because
around
they're
in
just literally the people are just literally making a TikTok, putting it on Instagram to not deal with TikTok's particular brand of bullshit.
Cheesy Controller
why not?
Podcast. Follow
put
us
your
on
content
all those
everywhere.
things. Even if we're not there yet, we will.
I'm working on. I'm actually. That's what I was complaining.
Are we
about
getting a
I'm
TikTok?
working on that. Yes, y'all. Check the Instagram too. There's some new shit that's been on there. Like I organized some of our chaos from over the years and created like highlights. So
Shout out,
check that
Madrid.
out. Also, I was doing some surveys on there. Chris, the people want to see you speedrun Resident Evil 8.
Yes,
So
I
Resident Evil 8?
second that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
on
You
that
have to make
train.
it.
Any
At the-
percent.
Also, they said a no hit all night run. So that's the,
Oh, and
that's the
Resident
goal.
Evil 8?
Yeah,
At
that's the
least at the
goal.
bare minimum for, and some of them want the 4 remake.
God bless. I'm not that good at video
No,
games.
Chris, I saw
You
that
got to be
spark
that
in your
good at video
eye
games.
of like I could do that. It's like I don't particularly
there.
want to do that,
It's
but I
about the
totally
time.
can do
It's
that.
like
Let's water those seeds real quick.
I
We can do this.
remember who I was when I was training for Resident Evil 2 speedrun. And I like from the moment waking up till like I had to stop and make dinner, I was playing Resident Evil 2.
You were the bear.
I was. I was the
We
bear.
need that. We need that season 2.
Wait, would it be season 3?
Well,
Whoa.
second speedrun.
Yeah.
I could do
Okay,
that.
so they
All
split
right,
it
fine.
into 2 parts.
So like
I'll do a Resident Evil 8 speedrun.
was the first speed run. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah.
we haven't technically had our season 2. Season 2 of the bear does exist.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Season 3 coming soon.
Callisto Protocol speed
Can't
runs.
wait.
Here's what I'm
All
thinking
right.
you do,
All right, Chris,
as
you're on
far-
speed run duty.
Yeah.
Speed run horror game duty
Okay.
is been delegated.
Hey, if
We-
it gets enough views, I'll learn to speedrun Silent Hill 2. Good or bad.
See, here's the thing. I will speed run Resident Evil 5 with you. If you
let's
do
fucking
8
go.
and 4 remake, we will cooperatively speed run co-op Resident Evil 5.
Okay.
I hope
will
that's how you would do
be-
co-op.
Huh?
I hope
Yeah, you
that's how
don't-
you would do co-op.
You do not need that AI to help you out in any way. You just waste health potions and
Yep. We're gonna knock it out, Chris. It's gonna be great.
okay, let's do it.
Also,
I'll be in the right state of mind this time. The next time we play Resident Evil 5.
Well, were there any other particular requests, Madrid, that you can think of?
Chris, your brother actually asked for both Fortnite and Smash Ultimate content, some form, like videos.
Can't play Fortnite. I'm banned. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen. I actually got an
That
email
would be
from
the shit. That
Epic.
Did you end up fixing that? Is it in the works, Chris?
I've emailed them. They emailed me back. I have not checked my email.
This is one of the
That email.
things that I want to ask you about, because I'm like, you technically have a set of Rock Band drums. They're just sitting in the living room of my old place. Like, they're yours. You just
That would
need
be hella fun.
drumsticks. Rock Band 4
I don't want to ruin it. I got the drumsticks from the collector's edition of the Scott Pilgrim collection.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't use those.
I don't
'cause you'll
wanna
break
use
them.
those.
No.
I will.
So, yeah, go to Guitar Center and be like, what are the cheapest drumsticks you have? I'm trying to play Rock Band.
Give me a 50-cent drumsticks.
And I mean, if they're really woke, they'll be like, that's sick. Here you go.
Yeah.
Okay, you
I just want to
in
be in the middle.
way and not a slur.
Well, they are trying to turn it around.
Is it one of those words where its slurredness depends on who says it?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
Just making sure.
It's like, if I say it, it's on the fence of whether it's good or bad.
No.
You would have to
Never mind,
qualify
look.
it by saying, "Yeah, that's dope." This is like there was some real woke shit for real. which I'd be like, "Why is he saying it like that?"
So, like, you
But
add
you-
some slang to it, so it seems like cultural appropriation.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, well, it's not racist. It's authentic, but it goes with that extra layer.
Oh shit!
You used it in the correct context and not in the negative context with a certain connotation attached to it,
No. Mine
That's fair.
was
It's-
like,
as it should be.
yes. But, so Chris, if you don't
Yes.
get back into Fortnite, which I totally like, at this point I've given up. You're kind of a lost hope with that. I've seen you move mountains at this point for other games. So Fortnite is a
Heck,
lost.
he emailed them. That's more than I would have ever done.
I emailed him.
Every game catalog watching.
But how do you feel about getting just straight up Rock Band 4? Because you have the drums, which would be the most expensive.
I'd rather play that.
Okay. Yeah, I have it downloaded.
I feel like it
and
has
I
a way
have-
more of a catalog that I would enjoy on it.
Oh, well, Fortnite has. It's just like, what are the greatest hits of Rock Band?
It's such
And
a
like-
weird thing to say. That Fortnite has like a good solid.
I have
Rock
Mr.
Band
Brightside.
catalog?
I have My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. I have, I have hits as part of my. And there was this song, it was last time we did a community day in Pokemon Go. Like, after you left and, like, Jade and I had pizza.
Nice.
It was, Zombie by this artist. I couldn't even tell you who it is, but it's like, I
The
know this.
Cranberries? Sorry.
I don't know.
Zombie.
No.
No?
No.
I'm a zombie. I'm a zombie.
Nope.
No. Yeah, it's definitely much slower than whatever. But I was like, where do I know this song from? I know this song from Fortnite because it was in Fortnite Festival, and it's actually a legit good rock song. So That's why I want you to be able to play Fortnite Festival, because I'm like, it's better than it has any right to be. But I mean, it's Harmonix's new game since they've gotten the Epic money, and so like it feels like that. But you know, getting anybody else to play Fortnite is like a lost cause. But I'm just like the
It's a
Harmonix.
Herculean task.
Yeah. No, I've given up. I've legitimately I've given up. I've lost all faith and hope, and like I understand it is what it is. I'll play Fortnite, and it'll be good, and nobody else will play with me. Deontay will play with me. Shout out, Deontay. Like if I see Deontay on Fortnite, we getting on Fortnite and we going hard. We're winning games, wearing victory crowns. Like that's the level of Fortnite we'll get into on those kind of nights, but.
So I did, just as an update, I did get an email from Epic support, and I guess they let them use like usernames because it's from Berserker with a 3 as the middle E _24. And I just kind of feel like you should just use your professional name when I'm trying to get tech support.
Yeah.
Nope.
Just for my like.
I get you, Chris. I totally get you.
I'm like, I feel like I'm going to give you my email and you're just going to hack all my shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you should be doing chat on the Epic site. Like, I wouldn't even be fucking around with
that's
that.
not an option.
That's not
an option. You got to email. They said, please email support. So that's where I'm at. I got to.
They're showing you that
this is a real. Yeah, I know. That's so. It's like, but you're also like professional.
No, professionality is for people, not corporations.
Yeah.
Or that could just be AI you're talking to.
Could be. That's the Berserk Model 3 AI machine learning algorithm.
It's secretly made off of ChatGPT 2. If you know, you know.
ChatGPT 2.1. It's like Unreal Engine. Like.
No, it's not.
There's a difference between Unreal Engine 5 and 5.1 and 4 and 4.5.
Yeah. ChatGPT 2 is a fucking... That existed. That was a thing that happened.
I feel like Dolly's probably on 3, and that's the real, actual generative AI thing.
Dolly?
Like DAL-E.
Oh.
Oh, when I hear Dolly, I'm thinking Salvador Dali, the like.
That's fair.
Painter. But I mean, Dolly Parton is also a valid. I guess that's the direction you could go with that.
Jolene.
Isn't that Reba? Or Reba
Dolly.
did it?
No, that's Dolly.
That's Dolly.
Reba did that though. No,
she probably covered because everyone covered Jolene. But come on, that's Dolly.
Okay, I apologize, Dolly Parton. I'll go to Dolly World.
It's all right,
at some point. Take my kids to Dolly World. Keep the dream alive. But yeah, Chris, we did a Pokemon Community Day today. This is your second one in a row.
I'm
just
going back until it's warm.
Yeah.
I am not built like that.
Going today?
Today was it was a mistake. All of us were like, this was a bad idea. I'm like, Chris is officially a Pokemon master for enduring this. Like, Chris is out there before I was out there. So, I was
For context, it is 30. It was a high of 30 degrees today in Atlanta.
Wind chill felt like 19 when I looked at it.
Yes.
We legit got blasted with air a couple times, and it was like, we like all of us were like, no, this isn't okay.
We were grinding ice types today.
No.
Nope.
Porygon.
It was Porygon.
Yeah.
So,
how many shinies did you get overall, Chris? I'll give you time to check.
I got 5.
5? Damn.
That's all I got.
You will get increasing amounts as they go on. Even though this one I got 8 total shinies. I was
So you got
cheating.
the same as last time, right? Oh, you
No,
were cheating?
last time I got 15. This is, I mean,
God damn.
yeah, I'm like, I don't even know what to do with this many Rowlets. I have 5 rows of 3 in my shit of shiny Rowlets.
Would you ever get rid of them? Or would you just trade them?
I'd
But it's not
probably-
like a mystery trade, right? You can't just mystery trade it away.
No, I can't. Not in Go. I could transfer it to home and then do that whole thing. I could do that from the app in home, but yeah, no. The purpose of having those currently is when people get into the game, if we can get to the point that I can trade them a Rowlet, I'll give them a shiny.
Okay.
Because I feel like the game has been growing. Like, I kind of jumped in, because even the guy we were talking to today, he and I kind of like started back up playing around the same time, just organically. And so.
Oh, yeah, because you started playing just right after you were playing Scarlet and Violet. Or during your playthrough.
Yeah, it was a blur last year of playing Scarlet and Violet, starting to collect Pokemon cards, and getting back into Pokemon Go. It was after we moved, because there was that Timber. Like, I just happened to load up the game, and there was a Timber Community Day, and that's, like, still, Concolder is one of the...
What's its name? Oh fuck! That's not serious. Cockholder?
No. It's Timber, Girder, and Concolder. Like
Cockholder?
Oh shit! It hurts.
It's 8:30. Y'all are laughing like it's fucking 3 a.m.
Oh, 8:30 is the new 3 a.m. What you mean?
Damn.
It's 3 a.m. somewhere.
30s right now.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm on the precipice of my
This
30s.
is a school night. I have to work in the morning. I am delirious. So yeah, the prospect of a cuckolder is just too
As a
funny.
Pokemon,
It just comes with a chair.
that's a Gen
Once you
11.
fully evolved, he gets a chair.
Like, they're not gonna put something. They're not gonna put that in Gen 10, but definitely Gen 11. Like, when they're really like feeling the heat of Pal World, yeah, 100% that's gonna be your Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh my
Power World
God.
is like 95% stolen generative art, even though it's real popular, which is insane.
It is.
It's on Game Pass. That's the
Of
crazy
course
part
it's on
about that
Game
game.
Pass.
It's
They
in
said
early
it has 3
access.
million
Like, I would expect
3
when it's
million
like
downloads?
1.0.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's such a novelty. It's one of those like, wow. Because you could,
It's
because I
mo-
will say, I don't expect this game to truly last a month. I give it like another week and a
That's
half.
fair. Does it have
People are
like
going to find all the weird little interactions that don't exist in a Pokemon game. They're going to make their little memes about it, and then they're done.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, apparently you can catch people
Yeah.
Yeah.
and put them in
butcher
the
them.
sweatshop.
I
Butcher them?
Yeah, you can butcher them too.
Yeah.
Because they're your little
That's-
Poke Pals or whatever you call them.
Pals.
That's
You
insane.
just pals?
Just pals. There are 111 pals, and I feel like that's kind of dope. I'm not gonna play Pal World. I might play Pal World.
Might as
I
well.
don't know.
It depends.
I don't know.
Y'all got Game Pass, right? Who got
No,
I do have
I
Game
would
Pass.
get it.
I
It's-
do have Game Pass,
I do have Game Pass. I'm not
I don't
gonna
have
do
Game
that.
Pass.
but I
If I
have
had
not
Game Pass, I'll
because-
check it out.
No,
I
I would never buy this game. I will say that. I will never
I might
spend.
check it out on Steam
money.
Deck. You know.
I'm not. I got too many games I want to finish before Final Fantasy and Persona 3 Reload come to ruin my life. Like,
Final
just
Fantasy-
skewering me from
Back.
both ends. Like, the RPGs are just here to fuck me.
It's just like
Yeah.
I feel the hype rising
just
around
spit
Final
roasting.
Fantasy.
Just shit.
The JRPG spit roasting. It's insane.
Right, and then you got Tekken and fucking Under Night just actually spitting on me.
Oh my
Just
god!
actually, legitimately just spitting on me.
Hold on, I would like to say I played the Grand Blue
Fantasy Relink. Yep.
Yeah, I had to say, I'm like, no, it's not that one. No, it's not that one.
Versus,
no, it's
not
not
versus
that
Rising. No, not just, not Grand Blue Fantasy Prime. Never.
Right.
So it's Grand Blue
Fantasy
Rising
Relink.
Revengeance featuring Dante from Devil May Cry and Knuckles.
Special edition.
Yes.
S Definitive Edition. Echoes of an Elusive Age.
Right. So, me, Anton, and Juan played it. So we checked it out the other night. We did the online, and it's actually fun.
Yep.
It is fun. It could definitely scratch that Monster Hunter Koei Tecmo itch, and not so much the Monster Hunter, but more of the Koei Tecmo. But like some of the mechanics.
You see the Koei Tecmo?
Yeah.
Like I don't know where I might have talked about this on Table Cheese, or like maybe it was the last episode of Cheesy Controller, but I felt that Koei Tecmo in Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, just playing like the solo, because I did like the first 2 missions that you can do solo, but then we did 2 missions co-op, and it was a whole different ballgame. So yeah, I would have been completely fine just entirely skipping and like not even engaging with Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Then we played it, I'm like, damn, why is this game good?
See, I will tell this right now.
I'm probably gonna wait for a little sale though.
Oh yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy is the one gotcha that truly got away from me. It's the one gotcha that got away with me because there's no actual phone app in the US.
That's
the only reason I'm saying.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason I'm saying.
That's
the only reason I haven't spent money.
But they're
on
not
that
giving
game.
us the actual fucking app,
which is wild because they have collabs with everything. Like holy shit!
Here's the thing.
Just like a licensing
I just need
hell?
them to
Is it
drop
technically
it.
illegal here?
No, you can play it on browser. They just didn't make an actual app.
It's just like,
they just
fuck
didn't.
it. We make enough money in Japan.
Are USD useless to you?
What company has ever said I don't want to make more money?
Nintendo.
A lot of Japanese companies do that.
Yeah, a lot of
Really?
Actually, a lot of companies do that.
Chris,
Capitalists just do that.
You watch Nintendo do it.
That's fair.
We've watched a lot of companies do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Nintendo is like a particularly egregious offender of like, do you just not want to make more money? Why
Same
would
with
you?
that list. Basically, if you have a game that is permanently trapped on the 3DS or 7th generation console, you don't want to make money.
Yep. Capcom.
Yeah.
None of these companies, like Japanese companies, really, it's like.
Well, yeah, but like, Capcom will release Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 on everything that will fucking
And Okami.
turn on.
Yep. But.
Yeah. They play favorites, you know.
Yeah.
But there are Capcom games
Stone?
that are trapped. Yeah.
There's a look. If Capcom could literally just dive in their bag and pull out shit forever, but at the end of the day, it ain't gonna sell like Monster Hunter. It ain't gonna sell like Street Fighter, and it ain't gonna sell like Resident Evil.
That's true.
Yeah, that's their bag. But the thing with Monster Hunter, what would be really like their greatest move to do right now going into Monster Hunter Wilds? Their best possible move is Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on PC/current gen consoles. But they wouldn't be like, or Monster Hunter 3, 4, and Generations do that as a collection and put that out on PC/current gen consoles. Like Monster Hunter World has been exploding lately. It has been everywhere. I've been seeing new YouTube videos about Monster Hunter World in 2024. Like, what the fuck is going on? This game came out in 2018, and like all of us agree that is a high quality video game.
Yeah.
But you know what they could do to give content to a lot of people that were introduced to the game world? Give us 3 Ultimate, 4 Ultimate, and Generations Ultimate on, even if it's just on PC. I have a Steam Deck now. I'm cool with, like, put it on PC, let it be that thing there.
I'm covered. It's fine.
Put it on Switch.
I won't miss out.
I want 3 and 4 Ultimate on Switch really bad, actually, because I haven't played those. And
Wait.
You want something on
3
Switch?
and 4 Ultimate on? Damn it, those are the Nintendo exclusives, aren't they?
Yeah, those are.
Never mind. I was like, put it everywhere, but fuck it, it's Nintendo. Never mind.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Well, they don't own. It's like they don't own it, do they?
They
like the
don't.
contract's
I want
still
Monster
going.
Hunter Stories too.
Yes. Also that.
Like, give us an actual good online infrastructure.
It's on Steam, and I'd play it on Steam. Like, if somebody else wants to play Monster Hunter Stories 2, I'll play it on Steam. I couldn't stomach the Switch version, but the Steam version, like, that's one of the few games I can do side by side, Switch, Steam Deck, and be like, yeah, I see it. Tetris Effect is another one. It's just like, god damn. The difference is night and day. But yeah. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate was Wii U 3DS exclusive. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate was 3DS exclusive. Monster Hunter Generations was 3DS exclusive. And then Generations Ultimate was 3DS and Switch.
How do those games play on the 3DS?
Good enough. I have the.
It's no worse than the PSP. It's no worse than the PSP.
Okay.
It's just
no.
It's
it can
slightly
be better.
More compact.
It can be better than the PSP because you can play it with the new 3DS little nub. Like, having a right stick in Monster Hunter is crucial. And the PSP, there's no way you can shake it to make it have a right thumbstick.
That's true.
The first time I legitimately heard of the claw, like in a like understandable, comprehensible fashion, was Monster Hunter. Like, people would do the claw for Smash Bros. And shit. I'm like, I don't see me personally getting an improved experience out of doing something like this. But Monster Hunter, it's like, oh, because it doesn't have a right analog stick and you can't control the camera without. So essentially, if you play Monster Hunter on PSP the right way, like the right way to hold the controller, you can't move the camera and move your character at the same time. So, at least on the 3DS, you had the option on the new 3DS, or if you got the Split Pad Pro, which both of which I have, like, they're serviceable games. I don't think it's going to be as good as Generations Ultimate was, because Generations Ultimate was like, I still, like, that might be the best Monster Hunter game ever made.
Generations Ultimate?
Yeah. Generations Ultimate.
Better than World?
Yes. It has way more monsters than World. Like, even the, like...
Is it just the monsters that's the major selling point for you?
No, because they're, like, the weapon styles. Like, every weapon has, like, 4 different styles that you can use. And, like, it lets you set up kind of, like... First of all, the variety of fights, like, the variety of mechanics. If you start up a fresh save right now, they give you basically infinite money and like infinite resources. So you never have to worry about like potions. You never have to worry about like you have enough money, you have enough armor. They
give you that stuff just because the game's like
old as dirt, yeah.
It was fuck,
like
basically.
It's like, here's the Celebration Pack 12 because like, you know, whatever happened on the 3DS back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the Attack on Titan crossovers in that. The Ava crossover is in that. Like, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is, like, as somebody, like, World is my game of the generation, last generation. But, yeah, Gen U might be the best Monster Hunter game in existence. Just because of the amount of variety. It was like... not just the greatest hits. It's like we're going to like open up the armory and just really reward you in the most awesome ways. Like that's why I wish we could get that game off the Switch, because I know like somebody like Madrid would really appreciate Gen U for what it is, but it's a Switch game, and
Switch game.
right. And that's the That's the only problem with that game. If not, Madrid would be right here with me, being like, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is peak.
What is the PSP Monster Hunter? What was the first one that I actually got to play?
There was, in the US, it was probably Freedom Unite. Odds are it was Freedom Unite if it wasn't Portable Second.
It was Freedom Unite, actually. You're right about that.
Freedom Unite was like the one in the US. It was like the world for Monster Hunter in the West pre-world. Like, nobody got on the bandwagon, really. Like, Monster Hunter didn't, like, have a huge fan base.
It's hard to have a fan base when you don't release shit.
They released the 3DS shit, but they also didn't sell, like, that well in the West. Because 3 Ultimate came out on Wii U and 3DS. I have both of those behind me on the shelf. Nintendo section over here for video viewers.
Do you think just like because the Wii U didn't sell that well?
Wii U is one of the worst selling consoles of all time.
Right.
Hilariously.
Do you think
terrible
because of that and because of like the 3DS, I don't know, maybe I could be wrong about this, but I don't feel like that's more of a console to play a Monster Hunter on? Or people who had 3DSs aren't buying Monster Hunter like that?
That's where you'd be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Monster Hunter in Japan on the 3DS was...
Yeah. Like when people
And
talk
also,
about
I mean,
Monster
like,
Hunter,
like us in the US, we don't buy or play games like people in Japan.
It's also accessibility. Because there's a
Some of
difference
my
between...
favorite memories of Monster Hunter Rise are going to Monday Night Garage with Madrid and Jalen and playing Monster Hunter like even playing with Kuma, playing with Radic at like different like cartridge and controller. I like being these Monster Hunter Rise. Some of my favorite memories of that
I used to
game
have to carry
are
a bag
like
to put my Switch in.
Switch bag.
Yep.
Yep.
You buy enough Switch Deluxe editions, you'll get you a Switch bag.
Oh yeah. Switch bags, like really all you got to do is pre-order one Switch game on Amazon. You'll probably end up with a Switch bag.
Yeah. Amazon they still do that?
No. The actual good Amazon shit they don't still do.
No.
Yeah. No wonder I haven't bought a game off there since.
Yeah, Amazon's really just manga and like house shit and clothes.
Desk lamps.
Desk
I can do this.
Fair.
And it's off.
That's cool.
So cool.
All right, so we talked about Porygon Community Day. Slick. Chris is a Pokemon master. I just want that on record. If you are outside, I've been a Pokemon master.
That's
Undisputed, like any normal human being could step to me and I'd be a better Pokemon master than them. Like,
I do want to battle you one day.
we could have battled today. You didn't tell me that.
No, not in Pokemon Go. Fuck battling in Pokemon Go. I want to battle in like an actual Pokemon game.
Battling in Pokemon Go is lame as hell.
Battling in Pokemon Go is fun.
Is it?
It's
fun?
all right.
I like it.
Yeah.
PvP battles.
Side. It's not good. It's okay, Chris. You can tell us how it is.
It's not my favorite. It's definitely. I mean, like if you like
It's
those
not my
tapping
favorite
games,
either.
if you like those tapping games where you just tap a lot and then you press one button to like do your move once it's like.
You can do 2 buttons.
You mean
That's
a
also
fighting game?
something.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. It's fun,
You
but
know,
I want
Chris,
to like build an actual team. Next
Yeah.
Pokemon game, build an actual team, and
we
then
can do it.
I'm not touching my Switch. I'm
I'm-
gonna go ahead and shoot you down now. That's not happening.
I'm
Can't
confident.
be bothered.
The next Pokemon game's going to be on the Switch.
No,
It
it's going to be on the
shouldn't.
new Switch.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
It better not be.
It
It's
is
gonna be on
not.
the new Switch.
It is not.
And that's what they're going to
Is the
fucking
next
call it.
Pokemon game
And
going
that's
to
what they're
be?
going to fucking call it.
There's going to be a quote unquote mainline Pokemon game.
Actually,
Okay,
that's a good
so
point.
generation.
I don't think so.
Here's the thing: the next Pokemon games, we're probably going to get Black and White 3 and Pokemon
I'm sorry,
Legends
what?
Johto. Yes.
I'm sorry. Where are you getting this?
All right. The Paradox
Wait.
Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Violet is about the future of Pokemon, and a lot of the Swords of Justice, like
If they
trio,
are on Switch 2,
they all have future Paradox versions in Scarlet and Violet, including the DLC. Like, it was like kind of like, yeah, it's one thing, and then it's like, no, as we put out DLC, we are backing up this thing of we are doing paradoxes of the Gen 5 Legendary Trio in future Paradox versions. The other thing that they are doing...
But are you sure they're not going to pull in a Game Freak where they have a pretty good idea that would be nice to develop and we don't see it again for 60 years?
No, here are the 2 options. We're getting one of these 2 things. We are getting a past version, like a Legends sequel that takes place in Johto, because we have Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, all with past Paradox versions.
They don't look good though.
It's fine, Chris.
I don't know. I fuck with Raikou. That dumbass giraffe.
Yeah, I fuck with
I
Raikou
find it-
too. Like, out of the 3, I fuck
I
with
find it
Raikou the
endearing.
most.
I find
They
it endearing.
Destroy
When they come to
Suicune.
Pokemon Go, I'm definitely getting all of them though. That's a non-negotiable.
That's fair.
But yeah, so we got Future Paradox of Gen 5 Legendary Trio. We have Past Paradox of Gen 2 Legendary Trio. When the 30th anniversary of Pokemon is next year, they're going to announce something on Pokemon Day at the end of February. It has to be a game because they have, like, Scarlet and Violet are done. They released an epilogue for that shit. Like, it's over. Like, sunsetted. Like, it's pretty much anything goes in Scarlet and Violet. Like, Scarlet and Violet, it still has, like, some raids and it still has support going on, but there's...
Didn't they just add Lugia and Hodo to it?
They all got added with the Indigo disc.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
So, yeah. One of the 2
That's
things
fine.
we're getting. We're either getting Black and White 3, where they go further in the future of some of those same characters from that went from Black and White to Black and White 2. And that's what the future paradox. And I mean, last time they did this, they put out a remake and they put out Legends Arceus in the exact same calendar year.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. They always do a remake.
Right. And Gen 5 is do a remake. And what's the best way to do a Gen 5 remake? Black and White 3. They could do something stupid. It's
It's going to be something stupid, and it's going to be a black and white.
I'm thinking about how Diamond and Pearl got hosed.
Yeah, Diamond and Pearl
It's-
really got hoed.
Yeah.
Diamond and Pearl really got hoed. And like
You know what?
Legends Arceus was the make good of like, all right, we're gonna give you Sinnoh, but we're gonna make it feudal Japan, and we're
I
like,
will say, my conspiracy that's based off nothing, not even vibes, is Sinnoh Pokemon Coliseum 3.
no, like as much as getting a continuation of that series would be sick. As somebody who loves that series, Legends Arceus is better. Straight up. As somebody who has played Coliseum, XD Gale of Darkness, and Legends Arceus.
We disagree. I've played some of Legends Arceus, and I disagree. I still prefer
But
Coliseum
also,
and XD.
Legends Arceus is a modern game. You're bringing like
that's why
Coliseum into the modern era, and
they would do it right.
I don't. That's the thing about it is, while I enjoyed the novelty of some of the modern mechanics of Legends Arceus, I just want a Pokemon RPG about some other shit.
That's fair.
Like, that's really just where I'm coming from on this. It's like, well, I like the, sneaking up on Pokemon, the way they changed the battle system. That's interesting. I just want some goddamn shadow Pokemon back, man. That's all I fucking want.
Pokemon Go has shadow Pokemon.
No.
We fought a shadow
Pokemon
Moltres.
Go. You don't give a fuck about. Oh,
I knew you were going to say that shit.
We fought a shadow Moltres today. What are you talking about, Chris?
Do you
That's
think
true.
I give a fuck about Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Company gives a fuck about Pokemon Go, so
That's true.
Because they don't have shit to do with it. It's done by Niantic. They're off minding their own business.
I will say I would love to be a gangster ass motherfucker on a motorcycle with Umbreon and Espeon in my sidecar, stealing Pokemon from
a
the
game
evil
that's
team.
battle system is about doubles?
Oh, that shit was cool. And the battling system, like
the battle system in the Indigo Disc DLC is entirely based off double battles.
Oh, that's cool.
That implies I'm gonna play that fucking Switch and that fucking Pokemon.
It's not happening.
But
I beat the base game. I'm fine.
My
tell you this
core
right now.
argument about all of this is whatever Pokemon game gets announced on Pokemon Day at the end of February, 2 days before Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, whatever Pokemon game gets announced then is going to be for this Switch. Gen 10, which will be next year, which will be the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. That is when we will get a Switch 2 Pokemon game.
So, the next mainline Pokemon game.
No, the next one. There's going to be a mainline.
We know what
it's going to be
mainline Pokemon game
it's going to
is,
be a
and
game
we know what
for,
those other shits are.
Yes, we know what BDSP is.
No, they're not.
They are. They kind of are. BDSP, like, they bastardized the Sinnoh region. But yeah. We're going to get
a worst remake, though? That was the worst remake.
Yeah, but Game Freak didn't. That's the only remake Game Freak didn't do.
Like
that's fair.
remake,
Yeah.
Game Freak is going to put out a game.
Remake.
Game Freak is going to put out another Pokemon game before we get to the Switch 2.
I'm not arguing with that.
Yeah.
But Gen 10 is what we're looking for.
Yes,
and
Gen
that's
10.
going to be on Switch 2.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the box is going to say Switch 2. But the game itself was developed for Switch 1.
Oh, no. The next ones are going to be the ones where we get to... It's like the Cyberpunk. It's like... This is a PS4 application you're running on your PS5. That's going to be the next generation because Switch 2 has to come out this year. So...
You think it's coming out this year?
Yes.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That'd be cool.
From like announced to release, Nintendo can operate in under a 6-month time frame and still blow the fucking doors off the sales. So,
You think they're gonna do something for announce it in the summer and release it right before Christmas?
yeah, why not?
The thing is, they don't even have to.
They don't even
That's
next
fair.
week Nintendo could be like,
what
"Hey,
makes them
Switch
so
2,
unorthodox.
new Switch,
Right.
Switch,
People will
next."
buy a Nintendo product.
People will stop what they're doing and allocate that budget.
Yep.
And if it's not there, they'll figure it out. They'll put it on the credit card. They'll
Don't do
sink
it.
themselves.
I'll
into
make
debt.
it happen.
Don't do it.
That is like Switch 2 is.
As long as you pay off your credit card before the
They're not
before
going to call it the
statement date.
Switch 2, by the way. It's going to be called something stupid like the new Switch.
Yeah. The new Switch would
wait
actually be
to find out
cool
what
to
the fuck they
me
call this thing.
personally because I like the new 3DS. Like, as a new 3DS enjoyer, I would enjoy a new Switch. but they wouldn't.
Wait, is that legitimately what it's called?
No,
I guess I live under a rock.
nobody knows what it's called.
The new
Yeah.
3DS?
Oh
No,
yeah,
like,
No, that's a real thing.
yeah.
That's actually a
New
thing.
3DS.
Yeah.
damn, I literally just thought we just said new 3DS.
I feel like they were
like,
No,
pushing that
differentiated.
with the new Super Mario Brothers too.
This is a
Am I-
3DS
am I
XL
making that up?
with a Circle Pad Pro. All right, it's dead.
Uh-huh.
This, where did it?
Did that have an Apple
over
sticker
here.
on it?
It
Yes,
did.
it did.
I tend to
That
put
straight up
Apple
looked
stickers.
like 1990s technology.
I like putting Apple stickers on my DSs
They're
because
gonna call it the Power Top.
this is my original Nintendo
God
DS.
damn it, it's also got us.
This sticker has been on this DS since I was in like the fifth, maybe sixth grade. So
I mean, they make high quality stickers.
I had
guess.
Oh,
to
God.
continue the lineage with my 3DS. And of course, now I'm having trouble finding my new 3DS. I know it's over here.
I hate it. I hate that's what that's called. I don't know how I didn't know that's the official name
Yes,
for that system.
there
That's
was
crazy.
a new 3DS, a new 3DS XL, and a new 2DS XL. Because the 2DS was the wedge originally, and then the new 2DS XL was a clamshell.
So they went from clamshell to toast to clamshell.
Well, no, the 2DS just went from toast to clamshell.
I kind of like the toast.
Yeah, toast was dope.
I
It was
the
like a
idea of
Game
the
Boy.
toast.
Yeah, that's one of the systems I don't have because it's
Honestly,
like I
I
like
really-
the idea of the toast, but also I'm not gonna buy it.
Because all I really wanted
Not gonna
was
spend
a
the money
Game Boy
to get
Micro,
that.
just not micro size. Like that
I just
form
like-
factor of the Micro.
Wait, don't
Something
you?
that can.
Don't you
fit
mean
in your
just a Game
pocket
Boy
is
Advance?
perfect, you know.
Game
No,
Boy
no, no.
Advance was like that.
No,
Yeah.
it's too angular. I'm talking.
Here's the new 3DS. Got on Kyogre.
I'm talking like straight, like the design of an NES controller. I don't need no angles. I don't need no curves on that bitch. I need it plank.
It's not ergonomic.
Analog Pocket. I was about to like. At
If
first,
it's
I was
thin
going to
enough, it can't
suggest
be because you
Steam
just
Deck.
stick it in between your fingers.
That's fair. Maybe. I don't know. Cut off, circulate.
Nah,
We'll see.
nah. We've left that design behind.
I think it was a mistake. Maybe y'all just have weak hands. I don't know.
I got poor circulation in my hands.
Yeah, we did. Like it was a point.
Like I
was
said,
like,
weakness. You know, just
Oh,
eat some
yeah.
sea moss. You'll get over it.
y'all were
Some
talking about poor
overpriced
circulation in
CMOS?
your hands, and I was like, yeah, Chris and I.
I don't
like,
know.
Made the
I am a-
mistake of not wearing gloves today.
Shit. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh no, that
again.
wind was kicking my ass though. That wind is
Yeah.
awful.
We were outside intentionally for longer than any human being should be outside for the sole purpose of catching shiny Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. We are
And-
Southerners. We are not built like this.
Nope.
I will take the
Y'all
humidity.
need proper coats and gloves.
I had
the
coat.
rest of me
I
was
had,
fine.
These?
These
Yeah. My
hands were not.
Fuck.
And
Even
you
with
need your
that-
hands.
You see, I
to-
got my scarf hoodie. Like, I had on, like, compression pants underneath
Mhm.
pants. Like,
Yep.
my entire, like, everything was good. I had a beanie. Like, I would, but my hands were the critical weakness, and I need gloves. That's the conclusion I
Yeah.
came to today. It's like,
You got to get the smartphone gloves so you can still touch and tap.
yeah.
Yeah.
Greg Miller got Monster Hunter Now touch and tap gloves. I looked on Amazon earlier if there were Pokemon Go gloves. Not as,
Did you find them?
no. That seems like an eBay, some bootleg China shit that I gotta get, like back channels that I gotta go through to get what I really need with that. But
Go on Etsy.
Yeah, because I feel like if Pokemon sold you gloves, it'd be fingerless.
I mean, even
Yeah.
that would be better than what was going on today.
Some
I mean,
part
it's
of
going
your
to start
hand
from the
is
tippy tips anyway, so
That's true.
you're not protecting the most critical piece.
True.
Those are the first parts to go. That's how frostbite works.
Yeah, we were.
There was a
If we
time
had
where I was like, I
stayed
might
out-
lose my hand for this damn game.
Yeah, if we had stayed outside for the entire time that we were all out there for the community day, at least one of us would be suffering from frostbite currently.
See, and this is also the next problem. Y'all did all that Pokemon Go playing, all that walking around, didn't bother to get a hot coffee or a hot chocolate or a hot toddy. No
Or
hot
an
drink.
LLC.
I needed a free hand.
I
You
needed
a
both
two-handed
hands.
game.
Yeah,
I suck with my fucking tossing.
I
and
had
stuff.
to
Like a flawed
press
game to me.
this and play.
You can't press that shit in your pocket.
That's what I was
Playing
doing. My
pocket
right
Pokemon.
hand, for the
You
most
couldn't
part,
take
was
like
fine.
2 minutes to like. You couldn't take 2 minutes to put your phone down and actually like unfreeze your hands.
Y'all,
that-
y'all
We
got
tried.
problems, and y'all not working on no
Yes.
solutions.
Right.
You were absolutely
We
correct.
had
problem.
We
so
are
many
driving
solution-
solutions.
We
So
are.
the solution is I'm not going out there until
Yeah,
it's
the
like
next
above
one-
50 degrees. I'm not doing it. I don't care what Pokemon. It has to be like Cyndaquil or something like that. I'm not going back out there
Until it's warm.
until it's warm. I'll go back out there once it's warm.
You know
I
what?
can handle the
I
heat.
will say if this involves walking around and I can get some alcohol in my hand,
That's the
I may
thing.
play Pokemon Go with you in the summer.
The problem is these are always Saturdays, and we have to coordinate recording and like all these other things. But like, if there were a Saturday where we're like ahead of time, we know we're doing Sunday. There are 2 restaurants over there there's a pizza restaurant that their pizza's actually legitimately good, and then there's a place that like, I don't know the name of the restaurant. It just has tacos and tequila in the window, and that sounds like a move.
I think
to
that's
me.
the name of the restaurant.
That's probably tacos and tequila.
Yeah, I think that's the name of the restaurant.
Or it could also not be tacos and
I
tequila.
don't think that's a. I'll Google Maps
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah, just Google it.
Zoom in and say tacos and tequila.
That's what's on their window. He's not wrong. But
No.
I guess that's just like advertising.
Tacos
what
and
they sell.
tequila is an actual thing, but it is not whatever restaurant we were near when we go to the park to play Pokemon. Go.
Tacos and tequila's on Ponce.
Ponce, Roswell Road, Scenic Highway. Yeah, those are the 3 places that Tacos and Tequila is. But the place that we were near it was not like. That's a sign that that's like window graphics that they had made to put on their window to advertise.
I mean, that's what the people want.
Tacos and tequila.
Yeah, but
would
last
also
time Chris
include
didn't
guac.
even get pizza, so and today was shot. Like today was
I mean, to be fair, I feel like we could have justified like going into those restaurants, having a couple of shots just to warm up.
Jade is underage.
Damn it. That's fair.
They'll be 21 in October. So
They could step inside to get warm.
yeah,
While we
true.
take
I mean, if you go
shots
to
of-
an actual regular restaurant, as long as it's not a bar.
Yeah,
they
go
just
to a
can't go to
regular
the bar.
restaurant. I had an old fashioned and some wings and some pizza last time. And Jade
An old
man.
fashioned?
That's a real man's lunch.
it was man dinner, all right?
Man,
Thank you very much.
man dinner.
That sounds like a frozen fucking food.
It is. It's called Hungry Man.
You
Just
get a
straight up.
frozen
That's what
old
I was
fashioned,
referring
you
to.
microwave it for 30 seconds.
The old fashioned has to thaw. Gotta defrost. This one's transmission fluid.
Yeah.
And this is concept.
Ah,
Oh
I
shit.
just realized we have only talked about legitimately one of our stories, and we've been going for almost an hour.
Going.
All right, so Chris, let's talk Chiaki for deck.
Oh,
I heard you got it up and running.
I did. So I had a weak moment and I thought about getting the PS portal.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
Portal.
I was,
And I was
right
like-
there with
Yeah.
you.
I was like, damn. And I looked at my bank account and I was like, I'm gonna figure this out. And got Chiaki.
It's like 200, 300.
I think it's 150.
No,
200?
it's definitely not
199.
150.
It's
At 150 would be the price that people are like, yeah, I'd buy it.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
For sure.
it's cheap enough for me to say I could get it, and then I just download something on my Steam Deck and it works just as well.
I'll use the power of the internet.
It took me honestly 30 minutes just to do it. It was
Yeah.
easy. I don't even
For
think it
me.
might have taken me that long. Oh, it took me 30 minutes. That's with installing it and getting the right button layout. And I was in there playing.
Did you not have any problems getting your backend PSN ID? Because that was like legitimately the hardest part of the entire process.
I plugged my keyboard into my Steam Deck, and I was just copying and pasting everything.
That's definitely not an option for me currently.
Wow. I made it happen.
I made it happen with a touch.
I was not gonna.
Yeah, nah. PlayStation Portal, $200.
Yeah, see, save myself $200.
That's what it retails for, and I don't even.
There
know
is
if
not
they're
a secondhand
in
market.
stock.
It's a scalper market currently going on with the PS Portal. So
is it really selling like that?
it's selling enough.
I'm assuming they didn't make enough. Well, they didn't make a whole lot of them, so
yeah,
I guess they
people
wanted to
buying
see
them
if
and
the
just
market.
reselling them.
Yeah.
there's just enough PlayStation Portals, which I feel like is a good spot for them to be in financially.
Yeah. But yeah, it was super simple for me to like. You plug a keyboard in, it's super simple to set up, and with my internet,
What'd you play?
it's seamless. Alan Wake, damn near like completed it. I had literally one very long session of just me playing it all day.
Wait,
Got
the first
through all
Alan
of Alan Wake 2. Sorry.
Okay.
I was just like, I'm gonna finish this game, and apparently I like handheld because was 19 or 15 degrees, and this basement is not finished yet, and it was 19 degrees down here, and I was not playing my PlayStation.
Are you okay right now, Chris?
I got a heater. I went to Target. That was one of my little adventures today, and while we're recording so late, I got a space heater.
Good. I'm like
after they did your measurements.
Yeah.
Guys, I got a man coming through to measure me. It's gonna be a minute.
But it plays seamless.
That would have been the first time.
It's obviously not the best. Like, it's not like playing on your TV in front of you.
Yeah.
But it's very, very much like playable.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of playing The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered because I got that and I imported my save and I realized I was more than halfway to the platinum. So I could really run through that game again and get the platinum.
Might as well.
So that's what I'm thinking is going to be my Chiaki game on my Steam Deck, like PlayStation Portal it. Because that game, it's not like, it will be 60 FPS because of the remastered and because... But it's also not like Twitch precision, like millisecond latency will completely fuck you up, accuracy levels. Like,
yeah,
it's a single player story focused game. So,
yeah, I mean it's good enough to like, if you have things going on, you want to like in your house, you're doing stuff, and you want to play handheld, so you can keep it moving instead of just sitting on your couch or wherever playing your PlayStation. It's a solid way to do it. I love it. I'll just beat games that way.
yeah, single player game.
Handheld is so nice.
I think it really helps me with my back. Yeah, it will really help me with my backlog.
The only thing I wish...
You can turn the TV on and like
get cozy.
Have that like drowning out those thoughts in the back of your brain. Yeah, I get it. I see the vision.
The only thing is, the Steam Deck, it can technically go in a pocket, but I don't feel comfortable throwing it in a pocket.
That cannot fit in the pocket.
What do you got, cargo pants?
What kind of pants are you wearing?
You got those damn
what are those
trick pants?
Yeah, there we go. Those trick pants from like Hot Topic back in the day.
No, but my Hakama pants, you know.
I mean, those are the type of pants people are wearing again now, so it's
interesting. Baggy.
Did they ever stop?
I can wear...
I think the 2000
a certain group didn't stop, and then they switched over to skinny jeans aggressively, right? And that's where we are now.
Oh my god, 2008 to like mid 2015. I think that was
I'll still wear a skinny jean to this day.
I can't do it.
Hey, Nuts be damned.
All right, Jay-Z.
Never mind. I'm not gonna get in.
The logistics of
into the-
skinny jeans.
The anatomy of skinny jeans in the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you're usually fine, right?
Yeah.
But
Nah,
some
it's
are
entirely too
egregious.
fucking cold for that shit.
Oh no,
It
not
really
right now.
is.
I did like.
Oh no.
Right now, when you are wearing layers of pants, that's when you know it's cold as shit.
I had on yoga pants and then like Nike fucking what are they like thermofit pants and it was still cold as fuck. So yeah.
It's like that.
I had on jeans over my compression pants that I got as part of my Beast Boy cosplay for MomoCon. Like, those shits have come in clutch multiple times of like, I want to wear shorts, but I'm not also not trying to wear shorts. Throw on the compression pants, throw on the shorts. Works every time.
You that guy that wants to wear shorts in the winter?
In the fall.
Okay, that's fair.
Today you saw it was jeans with compression pants. With thick ass boxers. Like,
I didn't see your thick ass boxers.
Like layering up your
You didn't.
like, your top region is one thing, but like adding in layers of extra pants,
Yeah.
drawers and socks, I feel like you're living in an egregious level of cold at that point.
It was an
that's your
egregious
solution.
You know what's hilarious is like if we have viewers in the north, they're making fun of us.
wind chill of
Shit,
19 degrees is
we the
wind
same-
chill of
we the
19
same
degrees. It
temperature
don't
as New
fucking
York.
matter.
Are we?
Yes.
Yep.
It's
Damn,
just
we
not
really-
snowing here, and we have
really-
like crazy sun.
I don't know if we like fucked up the plan. We fucked up the plan.
Yeah, we
No.
didn't
Rich
fuck up.
folks fucked up the planet with their rampant
I
exploitative
recycle.
colonial capitalism.
Straight up, I recycle. If I can afford an EV, I would have an EV.
Look, EVs aren't going to get around. Like, the transportation way that would actually solve a lot of stuff is better public transportation because
We know
fundamentally,
Marta's not going to do that.
well,
No,
yes,
it's the people around Marta that doesn't want it to happen.
a little bit of both, but
Bob does
A
not
little
want
bit of column
Marta.
A, a little bit of column B.
a little bit of both. Like, I got a homeboy who works for MARTA, and it's definitely a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of both. But it's also like, look, no amount of us, like the four of us recycling, all having EVs, or fuck it, just teleporting like Nightcrawler everywhere, not even driving, no emissions, still won't even
Negative
come close
emissions. A
Yeah,
tree
right.
grows every time we teleport.
to teleport. Right, and it's like it's not going to it's not going to outpace factories. It's not going to outpace the
You're right.
environmental damage for the way our phones are made. It's not going to outpace the environmental damage about
It's
how
not
most
going to
stuff are-
outpace the
Apple's
environmental
almost
damage of
carbon
the US
negative.
shipping
To be fair-
weapons.
Yeah.
Dog, like carbon neutral. You're not going to carbon
No,
neutral.
not carbon neutral. Carbon negative.
You're not going to carbon negative a giant ass hole in the fucking ground in the middle of fucking Africa.
Yeah.
You're not going to neutral that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
And
then-
especially when it rains and it becomes toxic, like extra toxic. Like you got corroded metals and stuff. Like, heck, you can't even carbon negative the fucking mines. The old mines that are in the US, those are fucking copper contaminated water. That water will kill you. And it's a fucked up color.
there's a lot of water that will kill you, to be fair.
This water will kill you harder because it's made of metal.
Will it kill you harder than a tsunami?
Yes, actually. Yes, it will actually kill you harder.
In Japan?
Yes. it
Near
will
where
kill
the
you.
nuclear power
Yeah,
plant?
yeah,
and they have
yeah, it-
nuclear pollution in the water?
Yeah, it will kill you about as hard as that. Only the specific part where it hit the nuclear plant. Everything else beforehand, you're slightly under those fucking mine water. Because with the tsunami, it's just physics. Like, look, you're getting fucked over by physics. That's just what it is. The water itself is just physics. Like,
No.
How often are you? How
That's
often are
just picking up-
tsunamis
That's
hitting?
just picking up waste. it becomes wastewater as soon as it
I know.
touches us.
I know. That's my point.
It has raw sewage.
Right. I understand that, but it still has to get
I'm still
the
in
fucked
the
up
camp
copper
of,
mine, the copper lake, the fucked up mine lake are already here.
Yeah.
And they're already getting everywhere. Like,
They're not getting here. There's no copper mines anywhere near.
I'm pretty sure there's some kind of a mine in Georgia, and you know they ain't making sure that
Atlantic
that
Station was like a mill.
mills aren't that as bad.
I know, like, that's the reason there's Howell Mill and all that stuff is because they were doing steel milling in that area.
Do mills make millet?
No.
Oh.
Nobody vegans. All right, so there was a Microsoft developer _direct this year, 2024.
We're
It
still
happened.
getting into that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's on the list.
All right.
Does anybody have a heart out?
No.
No, did y'all have any standouts for this? I'm still like,
I like the
That Indiana Jones game looks like it's gonna fuck.
I'm not interested in anything with a white man with a whip. Sorry, not sorry. I don't care. But it objectively, the game looks fine. I'll say that it looks good objectively.
At least
But
you're
it's my own
punching
personal
Nazis.
politics. Don't care.
I like the presentation more
It's
than
to
I
balance
like
it out.
any of the
And I'm not
games
gonna let
that
it
were
happen.
shown.
You know what? I respect that.
Yeah.
Like, for me, as like someone solely in the PlayStation camp, like I'll play Nintendo, I'll play Steam, but like Xbox,
That's
I have
somewhat
to
of a pony.
I have to expend energy to play Xbox that I would not have to expend to play anything else. But like, as far as they have really been good at showcases, but I feel like this is the strongest like showing from Xbox we've gotten in a really long time. Like the one
It
last
was
year
all
was also
very
really good.
entertaining.
Like I feel like it was well put together, well produced, like
The
showing.
devs were entertaining
Yeah.
to actually listen to.
I
I think that was
I always
my
like hearing from devs.
that was my big take on this one. Was I feel like every game, while every game in this showcase was not for me,
Right.
I felt I could feel the passion coming from the devs making the game, which
Hearing
is
from the devs
really, really good coming from Xbox because you
and
haven't
showing
seen
the
that last
games
year.
because that was
Yes.
one of the other things. Like every single game that they showed the game.
Mhm.
There was no like CGI, no bullshit, every single game they talked about. It was a developer talking about it, and they showed the game. They highlighted the game. They showed like, hey, if you're going to get this, this is what you're going to get out of this. Like even the like 4X game from like the people who used to make Civ, like that doesn't speak to me at all on a gameplay level, but the way it was presented was like respectable and commendable.
Yeah.
I saw the
100%.
interest. I was like, oh, I could if I had Game Pass, I'd try that.
Yeah.
I tried.
Like they showed Avowed. They started with Avowed. Avowed looked way better than it did last year when
I
they
knew
showed
Avowed would be good. It's
Yeah.
still
I
not.
loved it.
I expect
acting.
it to be good. It's Obsidian. I expect a certain level of quality from them.
Yep.
Yeah,
acting,
out of all
the-
those games, well, that and Visions of Mana, like I definitely want.
Yeah,
that.
Visions of Mana.
But Avowed, that would make me be like, damn, I can make something shake in the Xbox ecosystem to get access to.
Even though Visions of Mana, the one that I would say that for me would be interesting to check out that you can't play on PlayStation, because Visions of Mana would be the top thing. But then Hellblade, I like the fact that they're like it's a shorter experience, it's cheaper, digital only, like the way they packaged and presented Hellblade 2 as far as like setting the expectations for that, I feel like that's smart business moves.
Yep.
Like I know that Ninja Theory is part of Microsoft now, but I feel like this is a move they would have made even without being part of Microsoft.
Yeah. Do you think the way that this direct was done was because they spent so much time last year hyping up their releases and they all flopped except for Hi-Fi Rush?
Well,
Like
Hi-Fi,
Starfield was like a
none of the
50-50. What was it?
Minecraft.
Redfall was terrible. I
My,
mean, absolutely fucking terrible.
Forza was good.
Forza's always good. That's consistent.
Minecraft
That's their
wasn't good.
consistent.
Minecraft is always good, and Minecraft, what like
Which Minecraft iteration was this?
Legends?
Was this the one that was the dungeon crawler?
No, because I feel like Minecraft Dungeons was already out by the time, and
Yes.
then it was Minecraft Legends,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
that was too
What
far
type of game
removed.
was it?
It wasn't like a Minecraft game, right? Like a Minecraft, the original Minecraft.
No, none of the every other game that is in the Minecraft series is pretty much nothing like Minecraft.
Yeah.
They gotta
But
protect their IP.
yeah, whatever it was, it like Minecraft is good. I could see Minecraft plus Diablo working, which would have been Minecraft Dungeons, and then Minecraft Legends was just too far removed. It's like, why would I even like?
Yeah.
There's no benefit to me even paying attention to this as a Minecraft enthusiast. Like, I could see that happening with the podcast of us just setting up a Minecraft server and actually going in there and doing dope shit.
Oh yeah, this game.
Was
Oh,
it
okay,
Legends?
Minecraft
I was
Legends.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So April 18th.
Minecraft
Yeah.
Legends Arceus.
So the majority, I would even more than the majority of the games that Xbox released last year were just misses, except for like Forza and Hi-Fi. And Hi-Fi to me was like the first game that a developer from Xbox really wanted to make. And then you get this.
Visions of Mana's probably not going to do that well on Metacritic. Keep
Well,
it
that's
in the buck.
Square.
Indie's going to be like Indie is coming out in a landscape where there's rumors of a new Uncharted. There's rumors of, well, they've already announced that there's going to be another Tomb Raider, and like Machine Games, like that. This is all a good idea from Microsoft, like getting a big Disney IP and giving it to a studio that's actually enthusiastic about making a game like that. They're pulling a Spider-Man just with Indiana Jones.
My one thing is that their title sucks. And the Great Circle, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, you could have pulled a pulpier ass name than that.
That got leaked like last week, and so
But still, give me something.
yeah, I knew it was going to
Give
be
me
a
something
bad
like
name.
Indiana Jones and the Council of the Eclipse or some shit. Like, I need some
Indiana
pulpy.
Jones in the brown booty hole.
Wow. I was going to say the Ring
Isn't that
of
just
Fire.
the end of the first? Isn't that just the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark? Isn't that literally just?
Hey, yo.
What do you think they were rating in that movie, my
Are you
guy? What do you
ayoing
think they were
yourself,
rating?
Madrid?
Huh?
Were you just ayoing yourself?
No, the Raiders of the Lost Ark
Oh,
has the implications.
What do you think they were rating?
the lost
Swoogity, swoogity.
crevice.
We now know why that arc was lost.
All right. Foamstars is coming to PlayStation Plus. Chris, are you playing?
No.
Madrid, are you playing?
Yeah, I'll play.
You'll play? Jalen, I know you're
I
not
mean,
playing.
It's derivative as fuck. It's, Splatoon knockoff, but fuck it.
It's coming out.
Splatoon could use a couple knockoffs. Let's be real. It
Yep.
could. Anything that could give us a better online infrastructure than what we're getting.
That's the
and
crazy
focuses
part.
on drip. Let's do it.
Sony is releasing a second party cooperative shooter, And that's not the PlayStation Plus game for the month. We're getting Foamstars for free, and then they're going to try and sell us Helldivers.
You cut out what?
Yeah, you definitely cut out they came for you, that sentence.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're
Helldivers 2.
Yeah, we're getting Foamstars for free, but Helldivers 2, they're going to make us pay for. And I feel like Foamstars is going to scratch that itch enough of having that, like, cooperative, like, flash in the pan, like, everybody's in on this, like, maybe one person sticks with it longer than anybody needs to. Maybe we lose somebody.
I think
to
the main
Foamstars.
difference there is, like, one's a PvP, one's a PvE.
True.
Yeah.
But I mean,
like Helldivers 2 has what we would be looking for.
Yeah.
But we just don't want to have to buy it right now in this climate. Now, if it were the PlayStation Plus game of the month, or on PlayStation Ascent Extra or Premium, whatever. Well, not Premium. Who has that, right? if it was on one of those shits.
That's the only tier of PlayStation Plus that lost money, like lost subscribers. Like Essentials up, Extras up, Premium down.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Vote with your wallets.
Yeah.
But yeah, if that one were free, I feel like it would have a great pop, honestly.
Yeah, it would have. Like somebody is asleep at the wheel. Like, somebody could have seen, like, this happening. Because even if Foamstars were next month...
I think it has more to do with the monetization policy in combination with both games. Like, Foamstars is expecting to sell you skins and probably characters later, while Helldivers is kind of like, it's a complete product. It's a complete product, for the most part.
Well, no, it's going to have a battle pass. I guarantee you, Helldivers is going to have a battle pass. It's going to try and sell you skins. It's because it is. I
wouldn't be surprised if they had like a fucking raid or something, or some sort of equivalent.
Yeah, I see Helldivers continuing because it kind of is one of those PlayStation Live service. Like, we're putting this out as this is the first time we're really seeing PlayStation, and when they talked about those 12 live service games a couple of years ago, like, this is the first time we're going to see them do that. Because none of us have engaged with MLB The Show, but they've been cranking out a live service game every year with MLB The Show. That's been cross-platform, and I mean, Helldivers is on PC, so...
Yeah, MLB is the baseball game, though. That is the baseball game.
Yep.
And it's a sports game, so it's like...
And the MLB
those
made
are microtransaction traps anyway.
And MLB was like, if you don't make this multi-platform, we're going to take the IP from you and give it to somebody else.
I mean, as they should. A sports game shouldn't be locked to a fucking console.
Yeah, that
doesn't make sense.
Wild.
Or money.
Like, even if you're trying to get money, having that shit on other consoles is going to get you the most money.
Right. And then you can convince that same fan base to buy it 3 different times.
Right. That's not necessarily going to sell a fucking console.
Yeah.
If somebody really wanted to play a baseball game, there's another one.
There's multiples.
There's multiple. You figure it out.
A baseball game in, like, the style of Golf Story would be fucking sick. Like a pixel art, top down, like...
Holding the bat like a fucking greatsword?
That'd be sick, too. Like...
That would be sick.
I was more so picturing, like... Stardew Valley, but baseball. But... we could also do Monster Hunter, but baseball. I'd also fucks with that.
What are you, like MLB Blitz?
Oh, yeah. If Mario Strikers Aces, I think that's the one that wasn't
Mario
good.
Tennis Aces?
It's Tennis Aces.
No, it's Striker.
No, it's Striker.
Right? Strikers is Battle League, and that is the
both
fucking
Aces.
soccer. Whatever.
Hey,
The
we got
last Mario baseball game wasn't as good as the previous Mario baseball game. The last Mario golf game, like an arcade baseball game, would be sick because MLB The Show is a sim, and like while that's
It's
there
a
for
what?
a simulator.
Okay. I don't know if you're just like cutting out certain things.
I'm just
If
gonna
it's
be actually.
just across the board. Yeah,
I don't
you should
know.
be making love to the mic.
I've
get
been
right up on that mic.
I've been like the mic has been here. It's just not been in the shot. So I guess Discord needs to see the microphone to
Exactly.
to accept the microphone.
How would Discord know there's a microphone plugged into your computer if it can't see it?
Right.
Yeah, it's like, how are you going to eat your food without taking a picture of it first?
With the fork?
What are you, a boomer?
With the utensil?
Yeah, like what? Utensil? Instagram. That's my utensil. That's what eats first. Not the husband, not the child. Instagram. Baby, you gonna make my plate? Boy, if you don't put that shit on Instagram first.
All right. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is paywalling its New Game Plus.
Mistake.
What?
Yeah,
That's
so
mistake.
you have to buy like the deluxe or higher
It's
edition
not-
of the game to get the New
Yeah,
Game Plus.
that's honestly that's not surprising, but I see. It's gonna sound wild. I see what they're cooking though, because if you love Yakuza, right, you're gonna get a deluxe or a super deluxe edition, and you're more likely to play the New Game Plus than a person who's just gonna kind of like pick it up. So
But
I see
on that
why they would
same-
do that.
Yeah, but on that,
Scummy, yes,
it's scummy, but also you're kneecapping your longevity because it's like the second playthrough is when the brain rot really kicks in. That
The
turns
brain
you
rot
into one of
kicks
those
in
people.
10 hours into a Yakuza game. As somebody
got the
who
brain
made
rot.
it like 15 hours into Yakuza Like a Dragon, the real
No,
Yakuza,
I played a lot of Yakuza. Like I
the brain
I
rot
know when it
sets in
kicks in.
fast.
But that's the thing about it though. It's like you getting bought in as quickly, but that true brain rot, you need a New Game Plus for that, especially for the new one.
My thing is, it's just it's giving me a reason to wait for like the super deluxe edition to go on sale for lower than the base price of the game.
That way.
Yeah.
I
That.
think the people who this is going to affect
Yeah.
the most would be a French case like Ashton, where he played Yakuza Like a Dragon. It was like, yo, this shit is crazy. I like this, you know, and he'll do a New Game Plus, right?
Mhm.
But now it's going to be like, damn, do I want to get the deluxe edition? Do I want to wait? Like, what I
They'll
want to
sell
do?
you that upgrade for like on the low, and that's the thing.
Like,
You're not
how much
locked
is the
into
upgrade?
whatever
Upgrade that bitch
edition.
right now. $10. Upgrade that bitch right now.
Yep.
How much is Like a Dragon and how much is the upgrade to get New Game Plus?
Infinite Wealth is 70 base price.
Mm-hmm.
How much is it to get New Game Plus?
The next edition, I think it's. Well, I should probably pull this up.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
80, $90.
New Game Plus is just a standard that normally should just come in your game.
It should.
Okay. So the
But now
standard
they're selling off
edition.
more. They're selling off more and
You're-
more pieces of the game because, you know, out combined with like classic gotta
I have the information
outside
in
of-
front of me.
outside of like classic.
We got the standard edition. This is the digital edition comparison chart that I'm looking at. The standard edition comes with just the base game, and that is $69.99. The deluxe edition is $84.99, and that comes with Explorer bonus dungeon, get special Sujimon, resort guest outfits, New Game Plus, and more. So you have to spend minimum $85 to get the game and New Game Plus. And then there's the Ultimate Edition, which is $109.99, so $110. that also gives you the assorted outfit bundle and the Sujimon and Resort bundle. So that gives you more special quests and boosts. And then the Yakuza CD collection set. It increases your in-game playlist with classic karaoke tracks.
You know what this sounds like to me is that they had to put New Game Plus in a deluxe edition because everything else they were adding on it wasn't worth it. You had to take something away from your base game that every base game should just have to make your deluxe edition look better.
Nowadays, like New Game Plus isn't always standard.
I just feel like this game.
It's a free update.
Here's what I think. I think that this game was so expensive for them to make that
it's literally called Infinite Wealth.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. It's like we're at a point where it's like a lot of studios are going to have to figure out how much can they reasonably spend on development cost of these games without making a game that's fundamentally financially unsellable.
Yeah, like that's the thing.
That's one of the problems with Insomniac Spider-Man. They spent so much money developing that game that being one of the fastest selling games on the console and hitting really good sales stupid fast is not enough to save them from layoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons that I bought the digital deluxe edition of Spider-Man. That's one of the reasons, like, I pre-ordered the digital deluxe edition of...
Yeah, I told him to take my money.
Yeah, of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So, because, like, legitimately, even the $10 price increase, like, as a base price, isn't making up for the amount more that these games are costing to, like, develop. So
yeah, I mean I get that, but like the average person who can't afford to get the deluxe edition and they can only afford the game shouldn't have to be the people that are trying to save the company from laying off people.
Oh no, it's definitely mismanagement. It's 100%.
Like if we're gonna buy your game, I should be able to just buy the base, and that is okay for you. Like if I want to get the deluxe, like if someone's a super fan and like they want to buy the deluxe for this one game that they really, really want to get, that's cool. But I'm not going to buy a deluxe for every single game that I buy because I have to save every developer's job. That's not fair on me.
Oh yeah,
I don't have that kind of money.
That's why you pick and choose who you can save.
But there's also this is where we're getting into the other
like
effect.
Cat Williams in the strip club.
But this is also where we get into the other effect of it is that outside of the very specific like the big games, most game sales are down.
Oh yeah.
So it's like we're
going to go through a period of course correction. Like we're already going through a period of course correction. But
everyone who's invested into live service games are already trying to desperately course correct.
Well, no, I'm talking about just like a correction of the industry because during COVID, the industry exploded. A lot of people spent a lot of money hiring a lot of people to like think that the COVID numbers in gaming were going to continue. And to be fair, gaming is up pre-COVID.
Like we didn't have to go back to work.
Right.
But also another thing about it though is we were also, let's not forget, during COVID, a good chunk of us were receiving some extra play money that we don't have no more.
True.
Oh, that just fucked the economy in general.
Well,
We're dealing with those ramifications across the board. It's just
we chose to let it get fucked because of that. Because let's be real here, we didn't have to forgive those PPE loans that were mostly used by scammers and capitalists to steal money from the government. Like, come on, like.
True.
Well, my student loans weren't forgiven, so they said they specifically said fuck that.
Yeah, and also Byron still owes us $600, so like, fuck it, fuck that man.
I could use a cool 600.
You feel me?
But then I could totally take 600, but I also don't want to deal with $600 worth of inflation. Couple
well,
years
see, but this is also
line.
something else, though. Is like, but also remember, a lot of our inflation is just corporate
$6 million.
Like, how can you really say it's inflation when it's like most of the corporations are having record profits?
Yeah.
Like, are we sure that's inflation? Are we sure?
I mean, we all understand.
I mean, it feels like price gouging.
I'm just saying from the consumer point of view, because once again, it's the same thing with like, I'm recycling. I'm trying to, I would not like to deal with the $600 that every United States citizen would be entitled to worth of inflation a couple years down the road.
But the thing is, you're gonna get, if the capitalists can see that they could squeeze that out of you, they're gonna do it anyway.
And the $600 is going to make them just do it faster.
No, it's not going to make them. They're just going to do it anyway. If they have the ability to do it, they're just going to do it. No, they're looking for ways to do it now. Why do you think they're course correcting? So they can figure out. They're like, this squeeze isn't working. We need to find a better one.
A main squeeze.
All right. Well, does anybody have anything else that they specifically want to talk about before we wrap? Because we're already going.
I did play the Prince of Persia. Was it the Lost Crown?
Yep.
Demo. I checked that out. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. That's basically all I have to say about it.
The demo is available on like everything. So if you're interested, check it out. You can get it on Xbox, Switch, PlayStation, PC. I
definitely recommend checking it out. It's fun.
I hate that it's an Epic store. I really want to play that on my
Hurts my feelings. God damn it.
That just means when it comes to Steam, it'll be significantly cheaper.
But also, fuck Ubisoft, so you know what? I'm good.
Dang.
I'll just get back on my bullshit. Just, fuck Ubisoft. Also, I finished my A Realm Reborn relic this week.
Nice.
I finally did it.
What class?
Scholar, the one I was working on this entire time. Scholar.
This was the.
I'm just asking for content's sake. I'm not.
No. Scholar, the one I've been working on. From previous bitching about this relic. Yeah, it's trying to do it efficiently makes it awful. But if you do a little bit of it as a daily, it's not that bad. And it makes you do a bit more content. Like there was a couple of dungeons that I haven't even unlocked yet that I didn't know I didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that I had to get specifically for that relic.
That's what happens when you're like doing certain things like that. Like getting my samurai to 90. There were a few times where I loaded into dungeons that I had unlocked and just hadn't done, and didn't know that I had unlocked and hadn't done. So, whenever you get into the minutia of that game in any sense, you start realizing like there's content that you've had access to.
There's a lot of game.
There's a lot of game. Yeah, but I finished it. I'd do it again.
Well, you have a couple other expansions you can get your relic for.
They're easier.
Well, it's like no. Out of all the expansions, the tier list of expansions that it's easy to get relics for, the easiest, of course, is Endwalker because it's just
tomes,
bunch of tomestones.
Then
it's Heaven's Ward because it's a simplified version of A Realm Reborn. A Realm Reborn is easier than Stormblood and Shadowbringers because you don't have to do borderline dead content for them.
Yeah, you got to do Boja for Shadowbringers, and I don't think anybody's playing Boja
for fucking
anymore.
You have to do a Eureka. Do any of y'all know what a Eureka even is?
Yeah, I know what Eureka is.
Yeah, never played it.
Heard of it.
Right, that's the thing about it. So it's like, now I will say I have seen some people do Boja because it's still like a good EXP sync for when you're in the 70s.
Yeah, but Boja, the thing is a good EXP sync, but like going as hard as you need to go to get the relic is not going to happen.
Not really.
The dungeon's not fun.
It's not because for Eureka, for Boja, all you got to do for the relic is just do fates and it'll drop one of the fucking items you need.
But aren't there later steps that you have to do content that's further into Boja where people aren't right?
The dungeon. Where you aren't guaranteed a healer or a tank.
Yep. I'm not saying it's a lot of
guaranteed a tank if you take me.
But that's my point though. It's like, and that's why that's the exact reason why I say the Realm Reborn relic is easier than it's like the third easiest. Because you could do most of that solo. It's just a lot. and a bit repetitive. No, extremely repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like, the books are a pain in the ass, but it's not that bad. Just do like a book a day. If you do one book a day, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
That's the book step, you know? Maybe do another one if you're playing, if you ain't got nothing to do or you're waiting for one of us to get on. Like, it's nice, little bit of content to do while you got nothing to do. Like, if we're all going to get on, you're not going to do your dailies yet because you're like, no, I might as well do it with my friends. So, like, you know, knock out some of these relic steps.
You know, that's fair.
And I have to say, it looks sick as hell. Like, that book looks sick. Like, I really fuck with the design of that book. Like, the actual design of the weapon is cool. It's not just in its glowing effects.
Yeah, that's how I kind of feel about the Endwalker ones. Is like, it's not just the glow. In between step 1 and 2, a lot of the weapons, I prefer step 1 of the Endwalker relic over step 2.
Depends on the weapon. Like, step 2 of the fist is fucking sick. Like, actually, no. The monk weapons, the Manderville monk weapons are kind of a banger from first step to current step. I will say. It's
Gunbreaker kind of, like, Gunbreaker first step, sick. Gunbreaker second step, they could have did it. They could have kept the color of the blade and just did the red glow effect instead of changing the color of the blade to white and doing the blue effect. Same deal with the warrior relic. The first step, like, they kind of have like this black and orange kind of motif to them, and then they turn them white and give them a blue glow for both those classes, and so I definitely don't like either of those. But then the third step, I know of the Gunbreaker, it redeems itself, and I haven't seen the fourth step yet for either of them. I'm just going to wait until I can get them, but I'll probably do Gunbreaker, then Ninja, then Warrior, then Samurai. Because now my Samurai is 90.
For me, it's... I'm going to finish up Monk. I'm skipping Scholar. I'm not the biggest fan of the Scholar one. And also, like, the Heavensward Scholar relic is fucking sick. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
so
you just did all that work to get, like...
Yeah.
You're completely... Unless it were cooler, which I can't say.
Right, that's the thing about it, though. It has to fuck. And some of those Manderville steps, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Soft and dry.
Yeah, that third step for the Black Mage is not great.
And it's like, and then, like, once again, the Realm Reborn relics, as much of a grind they are, they all look really cool. Like, they're really cool. Like, even the second step of the Summoner book looks pretty cool. That's a cool book.
Nice.
So I'd do it again. I don't know for what, but I'd do it again.
Okay. Well, anybody got anything else? So until next time, you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. You can add me on Pokemon Go. My trainer code is 506181819920. Type that into your Pokemon Go and add me. Chris, where can people find you?
You can find me in the Discord.
You can ask for his trainer code there.
Yeah, it'll be easier. I can just paste it.
Mine's already definitely somewhere in the Discord Pokemon channel. Multiple times. Madrid, where can people find you?
X_Spain on Instagram.
Jalen?
Squid Bishop on the internet.
All right, this has been an Always Good production. The video version is edited by Chris. The audio version is edited by Akuma Santi. Until next time, keep it cheesy.